Did you know that some of the most profound ancient enigmas are not just historical curiosities, but continue to challenge our understanding of history and science today? From hidden codes and sacred texts to the mysterious disappearance of powerful artifacts, these biblical mysteries push the boundaries of what we thought was possible. They invite us to question established narratives and explore the intersection of faith, technology, and the unknown. Imagine a hidden message encoded within an ancient text that supposedly reveals future events with startling accuracy. This is the audacious claim of the Bible code, a theory suggesting that by skipping letters at equidistant intervals, one can uncover prophecies and historical details. It's a concept that has captivated many, promising a secret window into divine foresight. The controversial theory of equidistant letter sequences, or ELS, posits that by treating the Hebrew text of the Torah as a continuous string of letters, meaningful words and phrases emerge when letters are selected at fixed intervals. This method, often likened to a word search puzzle, claims to reveal information beyond the plain meaning of the text. The code origins are rooted in ancient Jewish mysticism, but its modern resurgence is tied to computational analysis. The modern Bible code theory gained significant traction in the 1990s, largely due to the work of Israeli mathematicians. They applied computer algorithms to the ancient Hebrew texts, searching for patterns that they believed were statistically improbable to occur by chance. This marked a new era for the long-standing idea of hidden meanings within sacred scriptures. The WRR team, consisting of Whitstone, Rips, and Rosenberg, made statistical claims that they found highly significant patterns of names and dates of famous rabbis within the Book of Genesis. Their research, published in a peer-reviewed journal, suggested that these equidistant letter sequences were too frequent to be mere coincidence. This study became a cornerstone for proponents of the Bible code, lending it an air of academic credibility. Proponents of the Bible code claim to have found astonishing predictions within the ancient texts, ranging from assassinations to global conflicts. These alleged discoveries included specific names, dates, and events, seemingly foretelling occurrences centuries in advance. The idea that such profound information could be hidden in plain sight fueled widespread fascination. American journalist Michael Drosnin played a pivotal role in popularizing these predictions through his best-selling books, notably The Bible Code. He asserted that the code foretold events like the assassination of Israeli Prime Minister Yitzhak Rabin and even the Gulf War. Drosnin's dramatic claims brought the Bible Code into mainstream consciousness, sparking both excitement and intense debate. Despite the sensational claims, several major predictions made by Drosnin never materialized, significantly undermining the credibility of the Bible code. For instance, his forecast of a nuclear apocalypse around 2006 did not occur, nor did the predicted assassination of Benjamin Netanyahu. These failed prophecies highlighted the inherent flaws in relying on such interpretations. The scientific community largely rejects the Bible code due to fundamental methodological flaws and a lack of statistical significance. Critics argue that the patterns found are merely products of chance, given the immense number of possible letter combinations in any sufficiently long text. This widespread scientific scrutiny has led to its dismissal as a legitimate predictive tool. To debunk the code's statistical claims, Brendan McKay, an Australian mathematician, famously demonstrated that similar equidistant letter sequences could be found in other lengthy texts, such as Herman Melville's Moby Dick. He showed that by applying the same search methods, one could find statistically significant patterns related to prime ministers' assassinations, even in a secular novel. This Moby Dick test powerfully illustrated that the alleged patterns were not unique to the Bible, but a result of the search methodology itself. A critical flaw in the Bible code's premise lies in the textual integrity of the ancient Hebrew scriptures. Even minor variations in spelling or letter order across different ancient manuscripts would drastically alter the equidistant letter sequences, rendering any hidden messages unreadable. This inherent instability of the text undermines the idea of a perfectly preserved, divinely encoded message. A significant criticism of code findings is the practice of cherry picking, where proponents selectively highlight only the results that support their desired narrative while ignoring countless meaningless or contradictory patterns. This subjective approach allows for a flexible interpretation of the equidistant letter sequences, making it easy to find apparent connections after an event has occurred. The lack of objective criteria for determining a genuine message makes the process inherently biased. The critical distinction in code predictions lies between a priori and a posteriori interpretations. A true prediction must be a priori, meaning it is made before an event occurs and then verified. However, most Bible code predictions are a posteriori, meaning they are discovered and interpreted only after the event has already happened, which is not a genuine prediction. The Ark of the Covenant is one of the most enigmatic artifacts in history, described in the Bible as possessing immense, often deadly, powers. Was it merely a divine artifact symbolizing God's presence? Or could it have been an advanced piece of ancient technology? Its biblical descriptions hint at capabilities far beyond the understanding of its time. The ark's divine powers were awe-inspiring and terrifying, including parting the Jordan River and causing the walls of Jericho to collapse. Its deadly warnings were equally potent, as seen when Uzzah died instantly for touching it, emphasizing its sacred and dangerous nature. These accounts underscore the ark's immense, potentially lethal, energy. The ark's construction and handling were meticulously detailed in the Bible, revealing its immense power and the strict protocols required. Made of acacia wood overlaid with gold, it was carried by poles, never directly touched, and only by specific priests. This careful handling suggests an understanding of its potent, possibly hazardous, properties. Modern technological theories propose that the ark could have been an advanced device, perhaps harnessing natural phenomena or even containing unknown energies. These interpretations attempt to rationalize its extraordinary biblical effects through scientific principles. Such theories bridge the gap between ancient accounts and contemporary understanding. One popular theory suggests the ark could function as a powerful electrical device, specifically an electrical capacitor. Its construction of wood, an insulator, lined with gold, a conductor, perfectly mimics a capacitor capable of storing significant electrical charge. This could explain the deadly shocks and fire described in biblical accounts, especially in a dry desert environment. The biblical accounts of plagues, tumors, and death among those who mishandled the ark have led to theories that it contained radioactive material. Symptoms like boils and hair loss are classic signs of radiation sickness, suggesting a hazardous substance within. This evidence points to the ark being a radiation hazard, requiring careful handling and protective measures. Some ancient alien theories propose that the Ark's capabilities were not divine, but rather the result of extraterrestrial technology. In this view, the Ark was a sophisticated device provided by advanced alien visitors, serving as a power source, communication device, or even a weapon. This speculative interpretation places the Ark within a broader narrative of extraterrestrial influence on early human civilization. The Ark's disappearance after the Babylonian conquest of Jerusalem in 586 BCE remains one of history's greatest unsolved mysteries, with biblical records silent on its fate. Numerous leading theories attempt to explain where it vanished, ranging from secret hiding places to its destruction. The absence of definitive evidence fuels ongoing speculation and searches. The Ethiopian Church maintains a persistent and deeply held claim about the Ark's location in Aksum, specifically within the Church of Our Lady Mary of Zion. They believe Menelik I, son of King Solomon and the Queen of Sheba, brought it to Ethiopia. This tradition, though unverified by outsiders, is a cornerstone of Ethiopian religious identity. A widespread Jewish tradition suggests the Ark was secretly hidden beneath the Temple Mount in Jerusalem before the Babylonian invasion. Rabbinic sources and some archaeologists believe priests concealed it within a complex tunnel system to protect it from destruction. The sensitive nature of the Temple Mount makes archaeological verification of this Jerusalem hiding place extremely difficult. The Copper Scroll, a unique document among the Dead Sea Scrolls, lists 64 hidden caches of gold, silver, and other temple treasures. Some interpreters believe this ancient text might hint at the Ark's whereabouts, suggesting it was among the concealed items. This intriguing scroll continues to fuel speculation and treasure hunts. Less substantiated but popular theories suggest a Templar connection, proposing that the Knights Templar found the Ark during the Crusades and transported it to Europe. Locations like Rosslyn Chapel in Scotland are often cited as potential hiding places. These theories, largely popularized in fiction, lack concrete historical evidence. The Book of Enoch, an ancient Jewish apocalyptic text, details how a group of fallen angels, known as the Watchers, descended to earth and imparted forbidden knowledge to humanity. This knowledge, including metallurgy and cosmetics, led to widespread corruption and violence. The book offers a dramatic expansion on the brief biblical mention of sons of God interacting with human women. The Book of Enoch's rediscovery in Europe was a remarkable event, as it had been lost to Western scholarship for centuries. Scottish traveler James Bruce brought 3 complete manuscripts from Ethiopia in 1772, reintroducing this significant text to the Western world. This reemergence sparked renewed interest in its unique narratives and theological insights. The Qumran discoveries of fragments of the Book of Enoch among the Dead Sea Scrolls played a crucial role in its revival and validation. These ancient manuscripts confirmed its antiquity and widespread circulation during the Second Temple period. This archaeological evidence solidified Enoch's importance for understanding early Jewish and Christian thought. The Ethiopian Church played an indispensable role in safeguarding Enoch's text for centuries, preserving it within its canon when it was excluded elsewhere. This continuous tradition ensured the survival of the complete book, allowing for its eventual rediscovery by Western scholars. The Ethiopian preservation highlights the diverse paths of textual transmission. The Watchers were a group of angels who descended to Earth, intermarried with human women, and fathered the Nephilim, who are described as giants of immense size and strength. Their origin is rooted in a rebellion against divine order, as they imparted forbidden knowledge to humanity. This act led to widespread corruption and violence on Earth. The brief biblical passage in Genesis 6 verses 1 to 4 cryptically hints at the Nephilim's existence, stating that the sons of God saw that the daughters of man were attractive, and they took as their wives any they chose. This verse introduces the concept of these powerful beings, whose presence on earth preceded the Great Flood. The passage serves as a foundational, yet enigmatic, reference to their origins. The Watchers taught humanity a range of forbidden knowledge, including the arts of warfare, metallurgy, and even cosmetics, leading to widespread corruption. These destructive arts empowered humans in ways not intended, fostering violence, deception, and moral decay. Their teachings were seen as a direct cause of the Earth's wickedness before the Great Flood. The theological debate surrounding the sons of God in Genesis 6 offers different interpretations of their identity. Some theories propose they were fallen angels, while others suggest they were the righteous lineage of Seth or powerful human rulers. These varying views reflect ongoing efforts to reconcile the biblical text with theological understanding. The Book of Enoch serves as a significant source for the ancient alien theory, fueling interpretations of extraterrestrial contact in antiquity. Proponents suggest that the Watchers were not angels, but advanced alien beings who visited Earth and influenced early human civilization. This perspective recontextualizes the book's narratives through a scientific lens. In ancient alien theory, the Watchers are interpreted as advanced extraterrestrials who descended from the heavens in spacecraft, not as spiritual beings. Their ability to impart knowledge and interact with humanity is seen as evidence of their superior technology and influence. This reinterpretation transforms biblical narratives into accounts of alien visitation. According to ancient alien theory, the Nephilim were not merely giants, but hybrid offspring resulting from alien-human interbreeding. Their immense size and strength are attributed to genetic mixing between two distinct species, explaining their unusual characteristics. This speculative interpretation posits a biological connection between extraterrestrials and humanity. Within the framework of ancient alien theory, Enoch's celestial travels are reinterpreted as alien abductions, where he was taken aboard extraterrestrial spacecraft. His detailed descriptions of heavenly realms and cosmic knowledge are seen as experiences with advanced alien technology and civilizations. This perspective transforms a spiritual journey into a physical encounter. Intriguingly, other ancient myths from diverse cultures worldwide echo the Watcher and Nephilim stories, suggesting universal archetypes or shared historical memories. Tales of gods intermingling with humans, the birth of giants, and the imparting of forbidden knowledge appear across various civilizations. These global parallels invite contemplation on common human experiences or even ancient global interactions. In Mesopotamian mythology, the Anunnaki are described as deities who descended to Earth, with some modern interpretations viewing them as extraterrestrial beings. Similarly, the Apkallu, seven wise sages from before the Great Flood, brought knowledge and civilization to humanity. These narratives bear striking resemblances to the Watchers imparting forbidden knowledge. Greek mythology's giants and demigods offer compelling parallels to the Nephilim and Watchers. The Titans and Gigantes were immense, powerful beings who challenged the Olympian gods, echoing the rebellious nature of the Nephilim. Furthermore, the numerous demigods, born from unions between gods and mortals, reflect the concept of divine human offspring. In Norse mythology, the Jotnar, a race of giants, often serve as adversaries to the gods, reflecting similar ancient narratives of powerful, often destructive, beings. Their immense strength and primordial nature resonate with the descriptions of the Nephilim. These tales highlight a recurring theme of colossal beings in ancient mythologies. Beyond the well-known narratives, other biblical enigmas continue to intrigue us, prompting ongoing research and debate. These include the precise interpretation of prophecies, the practicalities of ancient religious laws, and the ongoing quest for archaeological validation of biblical events. Each mystery offers a unique lens through which to explore the intersection of faith, history, and science. The alignment of ancient prophecies with current events is a central theme in eschatology, the study of end times. Many believers interpret global conflicts, natural disasters, and societal shifts as fulfillments of biblical predictions. This perspective suggests a divine blueprint unfolding in real time, connecting the past to the present. Many observers interpret modern societal decline, characterized by individualism and materialism, as a fulfillment of biblical prophecy regarding moral decay. Passages in 2 Timothy describe a time when people would be self-centered and disobedient, mirroring contemporary concerns. This perspective suggests a spiritual erosion preceding significant global events. The prevalence of global conflicts, wars, and geopolitical unrest is often interpreted as fulfilling end-time predictions found in biblical texts. Jesus spoke of wars and rumors of wars and nation rising against nation as signs of the end. These ongoing conflicts are seen by some as harbingers of a final, climactic period. The reestablishment of Israel as a nation in 1948 is widely regarded by many as a profound fulfillment of biblical prophecy. Passages in Ezekiel speak of the Jewish people returning to their land after a long dispersion. This event is seen as a pivotal sign, indicating the nearing of end-time events. The rapid pace of technological advancement, including artificial intelligence and global connectivity, is interpreted by some as signaling the end times. Daniel 12 verse 4 mentions knowledge increasing in the time of the end, which is seen as aligning with unprecedented technological growth. This perspective suggests that technology plays a role in preparing for final events. An Eruv is a fascinating concept in Orthodox Judaism, a symbolic boundary that allows for the performance of certain activities otherwise forbidden on the Sabbath. By creating a communal private domain, it enables the carrying of objects and pushing of strollers, which would otherwise be prohibited. This ingenious solution facilitates Sabbath observance within modern urban environments. The halakhic purpose of an Eruv is to transform a public space into a symbolic private domain, thereby allowing activities like carrying and pushing on the Sabbath. This provides a practical and spiritual function, enabling Orthodox Jews to participate fully in communal life without violating religious law. It exemplifies the adaptability of Jewish law to contemporary challenges. The Manhattan Eruv is a complex and extensive symbolic boundary, utilizing existing structures like bridges and utility poles to enclose a large portion of New York City. Its maintenance requires constant vigilance by rabbis and community members to ensure its integrity, as any break would invalidate the entire Eruv. This intricate system allows thousands of Orthodox Jews to observe the Sabbath in the bustling metropolis. The historicity debates surrounding biblical events reveal a spectrum of evidence, with some narratives strongly supported by archaeological findings, while others are questioned. While certain accounts align with historical and archaeological discoveries, others lack direct corroboration. This ongoing scholarly discussion highlights the complex relationship between faith and empirical evidence. Numerous archaeological confirmations provide compelling support for biblical accounts, including the discovery of the Merneptah stele mentioning Israel and the Tel Dan inscription referring to the House of David. The Hizkiah Tunnel in Jerusalem also stands as a tangible link to biblical narratives. These key discoveries offer external validation for historical elements within the Bible. Many early Old Testament stories lack direct archaeological evidence, leading to their classification as question narratives by some scholars. For instance, the mass exodus from Egypt and the extensive conquest described in the Book of Joshua have limited archaeological corroboration. These narratives are often viewed as theological rather than strictly historical accounts. Several major biblical mysteries remain unresolved enigmas, continuing to captivate and challenge researchers. The ultimate fate of the Ark of the Covenant after the destruction of the First Temple is unknown, with numerous theories but no definitive proof. Similarly, the precise location of Ophir, a legendary source of King Solomon's gold, remains a subject of speculation.